Hello everyone. BLB entrance preparation class में तपाईहरुलाई स्वागत छ. म क्रिस्टिना श्रेष्ठ जो चाहिँ 12 पढिसकेर BLLB पढ्न चाहनुहुन्छ, कानुनमा ब्याचलर गर्न चाहनुहुन्छ, डाइरेक्ट प्लस 2 बाट चाहिँ तपाई लमा जान चाहनुहुन्छ भने तपाईहरु BLLB पढ्न सक्नुहुनेछ. र BLLB पढ्नको लागि चाहिँ इन्ट्रान्स दिनुपर्ने हुन्छ. इन्ट्रान्स प्रिपरेसनको लागि चाहिँ तपाईहरुलाई अहिले पेन्डेमिक चलिरहेको छ. हामी फिजिकली रूपमा गएर क्लासमा गएर उपस्थित हुन नसक्ने अवस्था नै छ. त्यही भएर मैले तपाईहरुलाई प्रत्येक चोटी GK22 एपिसोड अपलोड गरिदिएको छु भिडियोमा. तपाईहरु हाम्रो भिडियोलाई लाइक, कमेन्ट र सब्स्क्राइब गर्न नबिर्सिनु होला. र तपाईहरुलाई कुनै जिज्ञासा छ, कुनै शब्द बुझ्नु भएन भने हाम्रो कमेन्ट बक्समा लेखिदिनु होला. त्यसले चाहिँ हामी तपाईहरुको कमेन्ट चाहिँ प्रतिक्रिया दिनेछौं. र GK22 को फर्स्ट एपिसोड अपलोड भइसकेको छ र सेकेन्ड एपिसोडमा मैले 22 वटा क्वेशन लिएर उपस्थित भइसकेको छु. सुरु गरौँ फर्स्ट क्वेशनबाट. Jurisprudence was divided into general jurisprudence and the particular jurisprudence by. Question टिप्नु होला. Jurisprudence was divided into general jurisprudence and a particular jurisprudence by Austin. Who-बाट? Austin-बाट. Question number 2. The jurisprudence which is related with the concept of law as it is भनेर चाहिँ कुन चाहिँ jurisprudence-ले भन्छ भन्दाखेरि expository jurisprudence. कुन चाहिँ jurisprudence? Expository jurisprudence. The jurisprudence which stress on the concept of law, it ought to be. अर्को क्वेशन हो यो. The jurisprudence which stress on the concept of law is ought to be भनेर चाहिँ sensorial jurisprudence ले भन्छ. Question number 4 मा छौं हामी. Who divide jurisprudence into expository jurisprudence and a sensorial jurisprudence? Expository jurisprudence र sensorial jurisprudence. Jurisprudence लाई चाहिँ विभिन्न रिजनले डिफरेन्ट टाइपमा डिभाइड गरेको छ विभिन्न जुरिस्टहरूले. यसमा क्वेशन नम्बर 4 मा चाहिँ who divide jurisprudence into expository jurisprudence and the sensorial jurisprudence. उसको jurist को नाम हो Bentham. Question number 6. Who is known as the father of modern sociological jurisprudence? Who is known as the father of modern sociological jurisprudence? His name is I-Hearing. Who? I-Hearing. The root lag means LAG, lag. तपाईको अप्सनमा हुन सक्छ something that is laid down in fixed order. The root lag means तपाईको अप्सनमा हुन सक्छ something that is laid down in fixed order. अर्को क्वेशन नम्बर B मा छ something which is uniform or universal. Something which is uniform or universal. Option C ma something which is stable. Question option D ma cha all of them. यसको root को the root lag means चाहिँ यसको सही आन्सर हुन्छ all of them. Question number 7. Sanskrit equivalent of term law. Law को संस्कृत equivalent चाहिँ के हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि विधि. What? विधि. Law is the king of king and nothing mightier than law, by whose aid even weaker may prevail over the strongest. Law is the king of king and nothing mightier than law, by whose aid even the weaker may prevail over the strongest, is opined by Vedas. Another question. Law means rule which must be obeyed. Law means rule which must be obeyed and followed by citizens subject to sanction or legal consequences is definitions given by law means rule. Law means rule which must be obeyed and followed by citizens subject to the sanctions or legal consequences is the definitions given by Black Law Dictionary. Another questions. Law are the whole systems of rule. Law are the whole systems of rule that everyone in the country or a society must be obeyed is defined by Advanced Learner Oxford Dictionary. Advanced Learner Oxford Dictionary. Another questions. Law is command of sovereign backed by sanctions is defined by John Austin. Another questions. Law is a body of principle recognized and applied by the state in the administrations of justice is defined by law is the body of principle recognized and applied by the state in the administrations of justice is definitions of Salmont. Another questions. Law is the aggregate rule set by men politically superior. Law is the aggregate rule set by men politically superior, sovereign, or to men politically subjected is opined by Austin. Another questions. Law is the rules of human action. Law is the rules of human actions and a conduct sanctioned by national usage is opined by Savigny. Whom? Savigny. Law is derived from folk, F-O-L-K, folk spirit or folk mind of people is defined by Savigny. C.V. Savigny. Law is fundamentally and absolutely a social fact. Law is fundamentally and absolutely a social fact is defined by Leon, L-E-O-N, Leon Tuguit, T-U-G-U-I-T, T-U-G-U-I-T, Tuguit. Another questions. Law is the forms of guarantee of conditions. Law is the forms of guarantee of the conditions of a life of the society assured by state's power of constraint. Law is the form of guarantee of the conditions of life of a society assured by the state's power of constraint is according to I hearing बाट define भएको. The book Province of Jurisprudence determined. The book Province of Jurisprudence determined is written by John Austin. The book Province of the Jurisprudence determined was written by John Austin. Law is what judge say in his decision. Law is what judge say in his decision. It's saying of Holmes. Solmas Holmes. Please note down गर्न नबिर्सिनु होला. हाम्रो प्रत्येक एउटा अब्जेक्टिभ क्वेशनले तपाईको 1 मार्क्स बोकेको हुन सक्छ. Another question is the objective of law is to provide the greatest happiness to the greatest number of people. It's said by the objective of the law is to provide the greatest happiness to the greatest number of people. It's said by Jeremy Bentham. Another questions, law is the union of primary secondary rules. According to law is the union of primary secondary rules is according to Hans Kelsen's. Another questions, law means norms validated by others, validated norms within the legal systems of norms that is ultimately derived from a common basic norms is defined by Hans Kelsen. Thank you so much.